Hello and welcome back to the Insanity. In today's episode, I believe we have a couple of things to fix. I've taken a look at various things and have like a small number of to-do list items because we need to again fix power because the power that we currently have is not very stable. Even though it might look like it at the moment, it can die out at any time. So we need to get some more steel so that we can make another solid separator. Yes, that's the name, solid separator. So in order to get steel, we of course need we need to smelt some iron. And the good news is, well, one of the good news is that I believe I know where my missing underground pipe is. It's over here where we had planned to start the new area. So I will just be dismantling some things here. I will actually need this underflow valve because we are going to fix some fluid dynamics by using more of these valves here and there. And while we're at it, we're gonna clean up a bit of a mess. Now let's see, I think we have something to fix here because this machine is currently not working because we don't have this solid separator. And we don't have any iron to create chests. We very much don't have much iron. Oh well. So let's use some wooden chests. Those work just fine. So by emptying this belt, we will basically ensure that we're not stopping this machine from working. And speaking of this machine, I would like this machine to use an underflow valve so that we don't overflow with tar. Because these machines over here, they give us quite a bit of tar. So by using this underflow valve, we basically make sure that it's not filled up too much. And let's see, here it seems like we need another chest and a few inserters. There we go. Now this should be able to operate as well. Can remove these for now. And then we should get some to fix the power problem, at least temporarily, like you do a little quick fix for it. We are going to use these items up here. We can't even fit all of them in our inventory because there's so many of them. But we are going to use them to make compost. And compost, that's basically just biomass. And biomass is currently what we need to fuel our little engines over here. So I'm just filling these up. And then I will be needing some inserters as usual. 2 of them should be enough, I think. And right, they need some power, of course. And the thing is that since they produce biomass, which is considered a burnable item, we can actually use the biomass that they produce to fuel this mechanism. So let's see, we need an offshore pump. Okay, we already had one, but it's probably only a matter of time before we'll need another one. Then we need something to kickstart this process with. We have some coal, awesome. Then we of course need some belts. So the biomass will need to take that way first. Of course I could solve this with a splitter, but yeah. And then we need to have an inserter here, and we need to again be careful that we don't connect the different... Yeah, so far so good. We don't want to connect the different electronic grids. We have done that mistake already once. We don't want to make the mistake again, and now we're switching to actually use the biomass here that we are generating. So this should be self-sustaining and give us a fair amount of biomass at this moment, and hopefully this, with all these items, it should be enough for quite a while. Right, moving on. We want some more underflow valves. I'll just make some of these. And or actually I don't want to make so many of them. I realized that they require steel. And we want to use our steel for something else. So now we want to connect some... this place is really a mess, but okay. We want to use the steam that we get here. I will try to clean this up a bit. And this steam needs to go down here. Okay. Yeah, more iron. There we go. This looks horrendous. This looks horrible. This looks better. So there we go. Now we're making sure that there should be some more steam here, so that these wood things can operate, and hopefully we will be able to clean up all this wood. I might want to do some kick-starting here, or actually, this should be good. And yeah, this is going up and down as usual. But hopefully we should be able to fix that soon with more iron. And all this the new sand recipe, oh, I think this is actually exactly enough. Great. Awesome! Huzzah! Hi, pipes. With the new sand recipe that we're using to get biomass in our new production area, we are getting a fair amount of sand with that. And all this sand is currently going into these chests. But I have some plans for this. I think I will be moving some of the screeners that we built a long time ago, like many episodes ago, and put them here instead. There we go. Is this enough inserters? I think maybe it will need a few more inserters here actually. Or at least one more inserter. Yeah, probably. So according to my estimations, this one is giving us like 6.6, 7, 8. This is probably a bit too much for one belt, or for one side of the belt. So we're gonna need to do a little something like this. There we go. So now we have divided the belt into to use both the upper half and the lower half. So now all items will fit. And by the way, we should take a closer look at this because we can actually get 75 combustion mixture using the same amount of machines. 2 free, 2 free machines, 2 free, 2 free machines. If we would increase it to 76 however, we need more solid separators and we need another electrolyzer, and we don't have that right now, so we're gonna aim to just produce 75 combustion mixture per second. Right. Research is ongoing. In order to research more, we need more sand. Or rather, we need more machines to make the quartz ore. So that's gonna be the next step. I think it's time to say goodbye to some machines here. Or actually, let's say goodbye to the inserters first, so that they stop inserting things. Damn, this is a lot of machines. But I think that cleaning this up will be quite a bit of an improvement actually. Is there any good pipe that we could just remove to fix this? All these seem to require water. Water is coming from above, from here somewhere. So if we disconnect this one, I think that these will stop working eventually. Because all of these have been producing sand for... Oh dear god, okay. Here, have some inserters back just so that you can use up all of this. Sooner or later I'm gonna steal some inserters. Clean up a bit. Oops. Okay, here, there you go. And then soon we will come back here and remove the rest, basically. Once they have used up the steam and the inserters and stuff. Are there any other ones of these I can remove here? Yeah, I think just having one of these machines here is good enough. Come on, finish. There we go. Ugh. Machines are working pretty slowly. Yay, we're getting some electric poles back. Nice. And now, as you can see, this one is processing the wood. We have quite a bit of wood here to process, but that's okay. It's just a good sign. And our coke processing research is almost finished. And right, we're not gonna need this for now. Because this was a very ugly hack. And these two are not getting any power, any fuel anyway. So we'll just remove quite a bit of things here. So now what is missing is telling us that we are missing water, but that's basically because we have stopped some of the machines from over there, from on the right, from our old sand source. So I think I have a couple of extra screeners here now. So let's plug them in so that we can take care of this sand. Boy, we have a lot of sand. Lots of sand, I'll tell you. Damn, we have a lot of sand. Right, and apparently this needs power as well. So they're complaining a bit about that. Here we go, now we can activate that one, and there we go. There we have an output belt. And apparently they want us to set a recipe as well. Oh well. Here, have some extra sand. Cool. Now, I think we want to make a small change here actually, because we're gonna need to ensure that we have composts for the future. It would be a lot more efficient if we could use, for example, like this wood recipe, this log recipe, or something like this, or even the seaweed recipe. So I'm gonna start researching biotechnology actually. Oh cool, you can make syngas out of cellulose and oxygen. That might come in handy at some point. Even though this will cost us quite a bit of research, I think it's gonna be worth it, and I think we are going to need this biotechnology research anyway, somehow. Well, yeah. We need all the researchers we can get, more or less. Fast inserters would be interesting. Filter inserters too. But I'm not sure that we need them that much at this point. Right, so let's just take a look at what we have done so far. We have gotten the underground pipe. We have moved the compostable items for extra power. We have, let's see, we are using an underflow valve for steam and one for tar. We have the more steel. We have set up the solid separator for biomass. We have enabled the tar thingies again, I think. Let's just take an extra look here. They seem to be running. This one could use an extra insert. Well, no, it's quite slow at loading the coarse fraction, so this should be okay. Hi, why are you... Come on. There we go. Seems to be some tailing dust on the belt. That shouldn't be there. Oh boy, we have a lot of soil right now. Here, you made this. And congratulations, you made this. Oh, landfill, that's been a while ago. 4K landfill, woohoo! Might be careful to not pick up too much landfill because my inventory is not too big. Okay, let's head over and get some more screeners, I think. And start deconstructing this old mess. Oh boy, you have quite a bit of soil now, don't you? Of course you do. Okay. You are not doing anything useful. Or were you? No. Exactly, you're outputting there. So I think we can close this production block by now. You will not be producing anything, I think, in the near future. So bye-bye. And damn, this feels good to clean up this mess. You have quite a bit of syngas in you, but that's good. I'm perfectly fine with that. Having a steel axe right now wouldn't hurt really, but oh well. Can clean up some things here. And destroy this. Clean up this. Yeah, you can continue to produce sand. I'm okay with that. And I think you might want to have some fuel so that you can actually make some smelted stone. Right. More machinery to demolish. Maybe I should have gone for the construction robots research. Break all the things. First we broke power and now then we fixed the power and then now we're breaking these parts. But I'm okay. I don't actually have a plan of what else to put here. But I'm thinking that this might help in saving some steam and saving some fuel and yeah, saving some resources basically. Things that we can put into other use. And it's probably only gonna be a matter of time before we need to place down all the inserters and the belts again, so... And besides, it actually just feels quite good to destroy old things and clean up parts of the huge mess that we have made. Because we have for sure made quite a bit of a mess. I'm not sure if you agree with this, but you should agree with this. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone who does not agree with it, essentially. Okay, do we still need this? If we need them, then we can make another way. Yeah, no, we don't need them for now. So many pipes, so many inserters, so many machines to break. But I'm okay with that. At least we have a factory that's mostly working. We should take a look at the power consumption to see if we're still having those short moments of blackouts. Or if that has been fixed by now. Would be amazing if it has been fixed. But I don't quite think we're that lucky. And sometime we need to find out what to do with all these tailings, because I think we have quite a lot of it. Okay, only 27k. Probably because we're... yeah, exactly. We have a sinkhole, and yet we have so many resources. Or so much tailings. Great! Isn't this just beautiful? We have gotten rid of a lot of stuff now. So let's take a look at the power consumption. At least it looks like things are running. Okay, there it's not going as well as I hoped. So let's take a look over here. Oh, this one is consuming a bit more combustion mixture now. But that's okay, I think. So we basically want this overflow valve to work all the time, more or less. These ones are working still. All of these are working. We only have 3 inserters there, yes. Then we need to add another one. I think 4 inserters is the most optimal here. Okay. Now I'm wondering if there's like anything else we can do to... Actually, we could do something like that. It seems like we are still having quite a bit of a queue here. Oh, but we have some more of these, so let's add them. Would be great if Factorio could remember our preferred size for landfill and the different tiles that we can place down. Especially if it could remember that, okay, for landfill we want this size, for stone we want another size, and so on. Okay, there we go. And of course we need to take some items out as well. And they again need the recipe. Some belts. And some inserters to take things, to put things in. There we go. Here, have some sand. Cool. Hopefully this should help us out in processing all this sand. I hope it will. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, more or less. So, research is going quite well. We've reached 25% in like less than half an hour. That's not too bad. I'm wondering a bit if there's anything we can do to like fix this power. Now one good thing about this research that we are currently doing is that we have this recipe to produce 8 seaweed from 150 water and 2 limestone. And guess what we have here as a side product that we really like to take care of? Yes, you guessed it, limestone! So it would be really nice if we could take care of that at some point after this next research. Now we are still a bit short of solid separators, so I'm gonna take a look to see if we can find some iron. Hopefully this process have, yes, now that's what I like to see. I really love that iron chest. Definitely my most favorite chest ever. We have some more there, but we are going to need quite a lot of this, so I'm just starting up another process. We don't need copper, we don't really need to pick up any iron plates either. Or iron pipes, I mean. It feels like things are running quite smoothly at the moment. Let's see, we have this borax. Oh, we actually have quite a lot of this borax, or not a lot, but the chest is halfway full. I'm wondering why this is only a stack size of 100 when so many other things have like 500 and so on. So let's take a look at what we should do with this borax. Let's try to find a borax. This is borax. So borax and hydrogen becomes diborane. And diborane then becomes boric acid. So we need 2 electrolyzers, possibly 3, because we need to get the hydrogen. Although we could fix that. It would kind of be an ugly hack. It would be a very ugly hack actually. Will we need oxygen in this process at any point? No, it doesn't look like it. Sadly. Because if we will need oxygen, then we could use just put a new electrolyzer to build both hydrogen and oxygen. So what I'm thinking is if I want to use an overflow valve from way down here. The thing about the production of the green science pack is that we haven't really decided on where to place that yet, which leaves us open for a lot of possibilities, and I just realized that we can optimize things a bit here, because these pipes would benefit of being connected. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, whoa, boy. I'm kind of wondering now if... Nope, the steam is not able to keep up. or the steam's melting, the steam cooling rather. So let's make another cooling tower. And then hopefully we should be able to keep up and keep the steam cool. Yes, cool. So you see that we have now built up quite a bit of biomass here. And that's great. That's fantastic, really. Because hopefully this means that this power... Ooh, look. We've had power now for almost a minute. You think it will last for a whole minute? If so, that will be like the first time in quite a while that we've had power for more than a minute. I'm very excited about this. Yes, it looks great. It looks great. And just like 6 seconds more. And we're made it. Yes! Awesome. Fantastic. Oh, wow. We even have 2K combustion mixture here. Awesome! This one is consuming... Huh. Oh, it has a max temperature of 1000. That explains it. That's why it's only running at half the capacity. Then in that case we might need to just quickly take a look at this again. Apparently it's working out great, but... So previously we calculated that if we can keep the consumption below 24 megawatts, then we're good. But considering that the heat of this is only 520 and not 1000, that means that we need to keep this below 12. But apparently everything is going well, so if we would scale this up, we would also scale up the output, so we are anyway producing a net gain of this, which is good, which is great. Only question is if maybe we need to add another combustion turbine for this, but apparently not. Apparently not, as we are managing to stay within the power. However, I'm very interested in knowing like if there is other recipes for this that would be able to produce like warmer combustion mixture. I will have to look this up. Of course there's like 68 different recipes. Ah, I see. So if we use fuel oil it's 800. Currently we're using hydrogen, which is just 520. 600, 520. So, okay. Different fluids have different power levels. It might be interesting to see what we could get from the syngas. Okay, this is recipes that we don't quite have yet. 900, damn, that's a lot. Ah, coal briquette and refined syngas, but that requires energy generation free, and that's far away in the future. 600, 500, 600. Okay, so syngas is 550. Diborane is 600, not too much of a difference. So fuel oil might be worth looking into when we can get it. Or can we get it? Can we get crude oil? How do we get crude oil? Yeah, I don't have any oil patches, thank you. Oil sands extraction requires green science. Oil industry machinery. Right, of course. Makes sense. But thanks, but no thanks, I think, for now. 100 crude oil from 300 tar. Worth looking into at some point, maybe. I'll make a note of this. Crude oil for combustion mixture. Okay. But at least it's not an option at the moment. Might be something for later. Button is halfway there, that's nice. And it seems like we are able to deal with the sand for now, so that's good. Right, where was I? So, yes, the borax. I have been thinking about if we could... Let's walk over to where we have our current production. Maybe I want to add some more stone here somewhere. But I have seen that there is another type of tile that we can place down that's much faster to walk on. I think the highest one I've seen is like 240. I think it's Nexelite plates. No, not the plate, but something with something related to Nexelite. Isn't it? Batteries, no batteries, thank you. Okay, I can't. Oh, there it is. Nexelite tile. Walking speed 240%. Would love to have that one. Doesn't even seem that complicated to make. Not that I know how to make raw Nexelite, but tailings. I have tailings. We'll probably not get a lot of it though, but whatever. So, with regards to green science, of course we wanted to eventually come over here. But there's like a couple of different options for where to put the actual production. We could put it to the right of this and have it like insert into the labs like from here. But another option is to just like put it on top here. But then the problem would be to scale the red science, if you would ever need that. Oh, interesting. We're missing the empty petri dish at the moment. Empty petri dish, where are you? Here you are. Ah, you're not getting any molten glass. We turned that off. Okay, I think it's time to turn it on again. Have you tried turning it off and on again? There we go. So, okay. That's just great. Now we're gonna need even more molten glass. Whatever. So, green science. Like, there's a lot of machines that's gonna be involved in the production of this. That's for sure. So that's why like it would kind of be beneficial to have it over here to the right, but then, well, of course we could scale the labs upwards, but of course eventually we will want to just get rid of all this and use trains and stuff. But in order to get there, we need the green science. Isn't that great? So, I'm not quite sure where we want to put it. How many different steps does it include? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28. Assuming that we already have all of this. Ah, boy. Okay. Now there is something here I need to take a close look at. Oh, it's this one, of course. So I preferably don't want to have like 1,000 of these, but I believe that if we put in some there it is. There we go. With using the modules, we only need 49 of them. That's still quite a lot. That's a lot. Though not as much as 73 of these stone furnaces. But whatever. Right. Well, any science packs is a good science pack, so we just want to sort of... I would be okay with like handcrafting some of them even, but don't even think I would be able to do that. So anyway, the borax we have, and borax and hydrogen becomes diborane. That feels like a good place to start at. I think it's time we pin this one actually. Or hold on a minute, I think we might want to... We have a duralumin recipe, we have a recipe for tin plates. Although we might want to have another recipe for tin plates actually, if we can find one. Or was it tin plates? No, it's titanium that we're gonna need quite a bit more of. Do we have another recipe for titanium? Could maybe figure something out. I'm not sure how far away. Well, obviously this one that gives us 147 titanium plates, I don't think we'll be able to get that one anytime soon. But any research that can help us with titanium would be quite interesting. Titanium plates, let's see. Titanium processing stage 2, not available. Titanium processing stage 1, interesting. Titanium grade 3. What, you can make grade 3 from grade 1? Interesting, okay. So, okay, this is basically producing gravel as a side product from titanium grade 1. Ah, okay, so grade titanium ore produces both grade 1 and grade 2. Interesting. So it produces stone as well. Okay. Interesting. And titanium ore from rich dust that we have. Speaking of which, we maybe should finish the construction of that solid separator again. There we go. Solid separator. Let me guess, I'm missing iron. I'm missing iron. Where is... There we go. It's so nice to see that the factory is back in business and that we are actually producing stuff again. After our horrible power breakdown a few episodes ago. Are these connected? I'm not sure. Apparently they seem to be somewhere, but to prevent any future misfortunes, we'll connect them even more. Okay, there we go. Right. Solid separator. Ugh, of course I need some more circuit boards. I'm wondering how, if we're able to produce this yet. Would certainly help if we would be able to produce this one. Tin plate we can make, copper plate is okay, glass we can make. This one we are not able to make yet. And not the moon drops either. And not the raw fibers. Okay, this we can make. Woohoo! Sure, I will add that in there. Clay we can apparently make, wood is not a problem. Okay, we've gotten a little bit closer since last time we looked, but we're not quite there yet. Solid separator, get started again. I have missed you, or something like that. So let's take a look. You can go there. You can start outputting things again. Then let's just add some inserters. There we go. Now we should be back in business with this one. Now of course we need to pay attention to make sure that... What's this? Why do I have that? We need to make sure that these items are not getting stuck anywhere, which is exactly what they are doing right now. So I like chests, in case you haven't noticed. There we go. Coal dust. Great. Why are you putting that there? Oh, probably because of the future titanium processing. Yeah, actually that future titanium processing doesn't seem like a bad idea, does it? So we're gonna research that as well. Plenty of things to research. And we still need more and more molten glass. Do we have another option for molten glass? Feels like we have... Oh, quartz processing. Wow, look at this. We are able to research quartz processing. Crushed quartz, powdered quartz, pure sand. I have quite a bit of a feeling that this would be very beneficial. But in order to be sure, let's check with our favorite tool, Hell Mod. So I think we should take a look at both titanium and now let's see, is there anything that's... How can we use titanium? Is it like anything like titanium wheels or anything like that? Atomizer. Biocontainer. Okay, whatever. I'll just... So, cargo wagon. Let's go with the cargo wagon. Now, the reason why I select cargo wagon here is because then we can easily compare which recipe is the most efficient, because now we can... Well, of course we could just add 2 different recipes, but now it's easier to select all the different options we have. And let's see, I don't think these ones are an option just yet. And definitely not this one that uses grade 4. That's not gonna be an option for quite a while. And not these ones either. Okay. So bye bye and bye bye. There's the grade 3 option, and here's the pure titanium ore option. So let's start with the titanium ore. So we need 500 titanium ore for 50 such plates. And then let's see. Right, grade 3, grade 3. And how do we get titanium grade 1? Okay, so we need that and we need that. Cool. So either we use 500 titanium ore or we use 1500 titanium ore. Well, there is this is not the whole truth. I'm pretty sure this is not the whole truth, because if we add the matrix solver, we need 260 now. Wait. Ah, okay. It just says that we need 260 for this grade 3 with this process. And here we need 500, so it's quite a huge improvement actually. Thank you, matrix solver. We will remember that. Now, what was the other thing we needed? It was glass. So we'll just use this, or actually we can probably use... We'll go with this glassware recipe, because that's currently what we mainly need. So let's say that we want 1 per second or something like that. So currently we are using this approach, 10 molten glass from 60 quartz ore and quartz ore from 10 sand. That's the one we're using. 300 sand, awesome. So then let's take a look at Actually, this is the recipe we're using, not anything else. Filter by ingredient? No. Hold on, what am I doing? I want molten glass. Filter by product. Yes, that's better. So let's see. I don't think it's these ones. Nope. But it's this one and this one. Okay. So pure sand. Apparently there was only one recipe for that. Powdered quartz. Comes from crushed quartz apparently. Crushed quartz comes from... Let's see. Gravel? No, thank you. Although maybe that too. 20 sand. No. No. Okay, thank you, Botany. Awesome. Okay, we have reached the 1 hour mark, but we are almost done with this episode, I think. So let's see. We'll get rid of that option. And then let's see, we have the algebraic solver turned on, but we want the matrix solver. And then we can find out that the best way seems to be... Okay, 22 quartz ore. Instead of 40 quartz ore. That's quite a bit of an improvement. Also, this seems to use a bit less of the fluid fuel as well. Very interesting. Awesome. So we want to research that, definitely, that's for sure. Why am I researching this again? Oh, composting. Composting, of course. That makes sense. Now the question is though if what we want to prioritize at this moment. Honestly, I think we should start with the quartz processing. So let's do that. And then while we're at it, we might want to go for the titanium processing. Yeah, probably. And then we can go for the composting and stuff. Because compost doesn't seem to be a big issue right now. Famous last words. As usual. Because we have still a fair amount of compostables here, but it would be great, of course, if we could just stop using these and start using something like seaweed or wood or whatever, basically, so that we could get compost in that way instead of using these, because we don't have an infinite supply of these. This is not self-sustaining with regards to these machines. Even though this process should be enough to have everything running. This one has been running out. No! Our power is broken again. Have I changed anything here recently? Don't think I have. I don't think this is my fault. For once. Well, obviously in some way it kinda is, but whatever. Anyways, I think this might be a good place to stop here for now. Oh, this is cool. It's actually... We can remove one chest. We have increased our quartz ore production and our molten glass, and we have started researching quartz processing, which should be able to improve this production. We will probably have that production over here somewhere, so that we stop using the bad recipe. I think we should add a fix me quartz processing here. To do a different sand recipe, I think we can remove that one for now. Better circuit recipe. We'll just put that somewhere out in the ocean because it's gonna take a while. Green science, no shit. Tar from drilling fluid, yeah, whatever. So quartz processing and titanium processing are the next steps. I think it's there somewhere. And then self-sustaining compost at some point around here. Right, I guess we have sort of a plan, which isn't too bad. And not just a long-term plan of fixing green science, but actually a bit of a more short-term plan of fixing like exactly which steps we need to take to get there. So that's good. It feels like I've forgotten something, but I don't know what, so I'm just gonna say goodbye before I start thinking about that too much. We'll find out eventually if we have forgotten anything. So as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you do the YouTube thingies or whatever, and see you in the next episode. Thank you.